Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am here to do my plan with me for the week of July 25th through the 31st. This is my very last week in this Erin Condren. After this week, I'll be moving over into my new Erin Condren. So yeah, this will make exactly 1 year of planning in this Erin Condren. This set that I have here, I have everything you can possibly imagine, and it's for a no white space spread, and I am going to do it with this. It's beautiful. These were from her January monthly, so that's why you're going to see a lot of the blue and orange. I'm really kind of tired of the navy, so I thought maybe I would go back, and since I never used this June kit, that I would go with this. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my planner like this, and I am going to bring you in a little bit closer. There we go. All right, now, okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get started with my bottom. What I have here are some of her famous aprons for the bottom. I'd like to go ahead and get these down. They're really cute, and I love writing my meals on these. They're just super cute, so that's what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this lined up. So I hope that you guys have had a great week. I have had a very interesting 10 days, I guess you could say. I have had a couple of people just totally and completely surprise me with their generosity and their sweetness, which I appreciate so much. And then I had a urinary tract infection, so that knocked me out for a couple of days. Thankfully, I had already pre-filmed my BoxyCharm video so that I could just upload it. I'm not sure why this does not want to go down straight. It's driving me insane. But yeah, I was really thankful because I was in the bed and I was feeling pretty rough. Some of it I'm sure was stress, but you know, a lot of it is just you know, bladder problems. What can you say, you know? So yeah, so I've had a lot going on, but thankfully I was able to come through. I really like her side stickers, and it has been my experience that these usually are pretty good about covering up the entire length of the side here. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, yes, I'm going to have to go ahead and pick from these which box I'd like to go over here. I think, let's see, I really don't want to go with a blue, I don't think. I think it would put too much blue on the side. I think I may go with, I think I'm going to go with this one. It's different from all the rest. So as I'm laying things down, I won't have this one kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this at the top. Let me see if I can do it evenly though. So I'm going to put this right on the edge. Pray I get it straight. So I'm going to be using my to-do headers, and I'm going to be using my checklist boxes, which are here, and I am going to alternate these at the top. I'm going to put down blue than orange. And yeah, I will be right back. Okay, because there is more colors in this than just the orange and blue. They are the dominant colors, but we also have pink and mint green. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of alternate between my colors, because I'm going to have the other colors come in my full boxes anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in all of my to-dos, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put in all of my todays, and yeah, then we'll move on from there. I have in my to-do headers, my to-do boxes, my checklist, and my today headers. Now what I need to do is I need to go in with my full boxes, and yeah, I need to go in with those and decide where I'm going to put each one. When deciding where to put each one, I kind of look at the stickers, and of course I see right away that there are some that are, you know, more blue than the others, and then we have a couple that are, you know, sort of different. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and think of Thursday as the middle, and I am going to go ahead and start there with this one here, which is gorgeous. I love florals, of course I do. I'll try to use them as much as possible. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I also will use this on the weekend because I'll be putting down a weekend banner, and I want it to have a nice backdrop. I think this will provide me with one. I think it'll look like a great background for this pretty weekend banner. Actually, I have several choices, and I'm really not sure which one I want to do. Okay, I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with this one next. I like this one because it's a combination of all of them. It's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one that's more just blue. And this will complete that. And I'm going to have a mess to clean up when I get through here because I'm just tossing everything on the floor as I finish it. I mean, you know, it's late. What can I say? You do what you do. Okay. I really love these patterns. They're so cute. Okay. Now, I want to go ahead before I forget and get my weekend banner on. I have, you know, several to choose from. They are absolutely beautiful. There's really, I don't think I could lose on any of them. But I really like the top one, I do believe. I like that big burst of floral on that side there. So I'm going to just pull this one off. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it straight, though. Let me see. Let me see. This may prove to be a lot harder than I thought. Okay, let me turn it upside down. I always do better upside down. Don't ask me why. It's just a thing. It is just a thing. And I really do hope that the K is still, and I hope I'm getting it level. I can't tell, guys. Let's see. I could have gotten it just a touch higher on this side, but that's beautiful. I have these, which I need to use. I love these. These were always something that she would do with her monthly set. So she would do the laundry stickers, and I just adore these. I think they're so cute. I am going to go with this floral here. If I can get it. Oh, yep, there we go. It took a minute for me to get it up. Okay, so I'm going to put it down on Tuesday. I loved how these would take up half of the square. I always loved that about them. I mean, they're just so cute. And then what I can do is I can put little dots inside there, or, you know, whatever, and list out whatever laundry, like hots, colds, darks, whites, towels, whatever. I could always do that. Okay, then I usually wash again on Saturday night. Okay, Sunday is going to be a little bit different in this plan with me. I am a huge, I say, Harry Potter nerd. And the 31st is Harry Potter's birthday. I did not have a full set to use for Harry Potter, but I do have a few stickers from Creating & Co. And also have these stickers, and I'm not really sure where they're from. They may be from her or not. I don't know. I did put them in the same pocket together because, you know, I knew that I would probably use them together. I think what I'm going to do, I am going to use the bottom part of Sunday. Instead of doing any little things in this section, this is going to be sort of like my little section for Harry. So I am going to put down this half box like that right there. Then I am going to probably, I think the best thing to do, I'm a Gryffindor. I mean, I am just a Gryffindor. There is no doubt about it. Every test I've ever taken, I'm Gryffindor. I have taken a test once before and gotten Ravenclaw, but 99.9% of the time, I turn up Gryffindor. And I mean, I have collectibles. I have all kinds of things. I am a Harry Potter nut. So what I'm going to do is I want to use these colors here. I'm going to try and get this on here evenly. I want to use these colors and make it sort of look a little bit like the flags. You know, the school has, each house has a crest and a flag and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to kind of build and layer here and kind of, you know, decorate and that sort of thing for his birthday. Now, I'm just not really sure which of these I would really like to use, but I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go with all of the Creating & Co. Let's go ahead and put Harry down. I think, let's see, I'm going to put him right here. All right, and I really think that I'm gonna need a Hedwig. I mean, we can't be without Hedwig. Hedwig has to be a part of the situation. So I'm gonna put Hedwig here. I think I'm just gonna kind of put this to the side right there so you can see the little lightning bolt. Okay, we've got to put in his broom. That's just very, very important. And I really do think that the next and final thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add the sorting hat. I'm going to kind of bring you back out just a little bit. That way I think maybe you can see a little bit better what I've done here. I'm just going to write happy birthday, Harry, something like that there, you know, or maybe here. And then what I'm going to do, I do have my Planner Kate double dot strips, and I absolutely love to put my planner on those. For this particular, I think that might be a very good match. Let me see if there are any on the other sheets that would match more closely. I don't think so. It really looks like that this blue one here is going to match really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Because I'm using this section for my happy birthday to Harry, I am just going to put this here. I really don't do that much on Sundays anyway. Sunday is it's me day. And so because of that, you know, I really, it's okay that I'm covering some of this up. I'm not worried about it. 3 or 4 is all I really need. I just need to plan there and it'll be fine. I think maybe an orange might be good for this particular one here because there's so much blue. And I don't think I'm going to need those anymore, but I'm going to put them right there within reach just in case. I am going to come down here close to the bottom. And I really hope you are in frame. I think you are. Okay. Now I'm going to choose this beautiful little planner right here, which I love. Well, you know, actually, I don't think I want to put that print on print like that. Maybe we better not do that. Let's try this one. I think it's pretty. Okay. Let's leave some room for the header below. Okay, so I'll be planning in my happy planner that day. Now, okay, I think I'm ready to start working on my odds and ends. I have my washi, and I need my boxes here. These, as you know, are my boxes that I use for YouTube. And I don't have any little things really for this week. And because of that, I'm going to probably, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. So why don't I just go ahead and fill in these. I think I'm going to try to match the pattern down below, and that'll make it less busy because I know White Space Planner is always super busy. So let me go ahead and find, I'm going to get the one that matches this, which is right here. And I'm going to put this right underneath here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this all the way across except for Sunday because I filled that up with Harry Potter. So I'm just going to go across this way and I will be right back. While I was away, after putting in my half boxes, I went ahead and put in my headers that say odds and ends. And so, yeah, that's where we're going to kind of get started at. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do, because I don't have, well, this kit did not come with any little things. So instead of doing the typical little strips and that sort of thing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use these and my washi, and I'm going to fill in with washi on the bottoms here, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in icons on the days that I need to and that sort of thing. I think it'll turn out really cute. It's just going to take me a little time to kind of build up the washi. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just grab the thickest one first. The good thing about it is that I can kind of, I guess you could say, stack it on top of the one in the sticker below it here. So I can stack it here on the apron. It kind of gives me, I guess you could say, a guide to go by. Now, I don't think, I may have to lift, thank goodness for matte stickers, because I don't think that this is going to work with the skinnier washi. So I'm just going to put in, let me see if I can get it straight. I don't want it sticking out from underneath the half box. There we go. Okay guys, do you see what I did? I'm just gonna go do that in the 3 other days and I'll be right back. I have now put in my washi across the bottom. So I have successfully filled in all the space. I do need to kind of go in with the scallops at the top. I have the solids, and then somewhere, here they are, And here are my patterns. I will have to cut this one off a bit. Just kind of, if I can stick it to myself, it usually works pretty good. Okay, that is right. Okay, I'm going to take my little thin scissors that I can barely get my fingers in because it's so tiny, and I'm going to cut it there. Let's see here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to judge by the top of the dots to see if it's straight, and I believe that's pretty darn straight right there. Okay, good, and we don't have to trim that one, thank goodness. I'm going to put this right above it. I'm just going to layer them. These will be against the top edge of the paper, which is a nice guideline for me, and I don't have to worry about if they're straight or not, because if it's along the edge of the paper, it is straight. Okay, now let's do the other side. Okay, so now I want you to see how, you know, kind of the effect of it and what it is that I've done. I've just layered it as a great way to decorate the top. These were by Vintage Gypsy Road, and I'm going to put these on the to-do list so that I will remember to do what I need to do, which is water those plants. So I think this week I'm going to put the greenery and the ones that have kind of, I'm going to just kind of put them over the top heart, and they will overlap just a little bit, but I kind of think that's cute. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in with my Instagram. I like to put my before the pinup on Monday. Then Wednesday at the end of the day, after I have filled everything in for the day, I like to post my midweek. Sometimes it'll wait till the next morning. I'm going to put this one here, and it'll be my final pick of the week. Since I don't have my son this week, I can get away with doing the sheets on Saturday. If I can get them done earlier in the week, I will. I had this little sampler of these things that was also in my Vintage Gypsy Road folder, and these glasses reminded me of Harry, so I'm going to put those here. I had pulled it out for that, thought that was cute. I do need to call and take care of her meds, and she also needs a bath. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with the two words here that say vet. I hope you can see vet and meds. She has to have medication when it storms, and here in Alabama it storms at least once every day during the summer season. It is just part of the situation. It's what we deal with here in the South, but unfortunately my baby girl does not deal well with it. There. Okay, and that will help me remember to give her a bath. So I need to call her vet. And then she always gets a treat because she's a pretty good girl. She lets me groom her and take care of her really well. She's just really good about those kinds of things. I do have these that were included in the set. I'm trying to decide if there's any of these that I am going to need. I am expecting some packages from Etsy. So I've actually, I think, got 3 on the way. I checked, and they're going to be later in the week. I think I may have one that is going to be coming in on Wednesday, but the other is going to be probably pushed off until, well, one of them may be pushed off till Saturday, but I'm going to put both of them on Friday and hope for the best. I guess we could call this shopping. It'll cover up the unevenness. How about that? All right, now as far as the other icons are concerned, I don't have any bills due this week at all. Let's see. I do need to make a phone call Tuesday morning. I need to get groceries after that. So I'll put that there. And I usually run to the market later in the week and just grab a few essentials to get me through the weekend. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put TV down for Monday. And then what I'm going to do, I put it here. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to put these little circles. It's all the same show. And it's 3 times a week. It's Big Brother, Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So I'm going to line these little circles up. Oh, that one's terribly crooked. I'm going to line these up and check off as I watch. That will save me getting into anything here on Sunday that interferes with my Harry Potter stuff. And so I think that what I'm going to do, there's a glass of wine here, and Wednesday is me time. I will take care of myself, do some scrubs, maybe self-tan, all that good stuff. Okay, now I kept this sheet because it has all of these. And I was trying to decide if there was some way I could incorporate these. And I do think that I can incorporate them up here on the top because it just looks plain and kind of off, I suppose. So I'm going to grab these little flags. I'm going to try to eyeball it and center these side by side like a little curtain. Okay, it's not totally covering that side, and it may not totally cover this side, but that's fine. I could probably move it over, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna cover that side. I just think that it adds that little something something that it kind of needed there in the corner, because I do not have any deco to go up here. These kits don't come with deco, so yeah. I love all of these. These can be utilized, I think, in the fall. I know it's her June kit, but I really do think some of these can be utilized in the fall, and they're just really, really cute. So I think I'm going to hang on to those kinds of things. And oh, and here's a little crown. You know what? I can put that here because I'm going to be treating myself on that night. Okay, I am putting in my cute, cute, cute little bookmark there. And I'm done, guys. In my opinion, it's the traditional, what I used to do when I was first finding my way around the planner community, and when I found Vintage Gypsy Road. This is the way I planned week after week. I loved it because it was organized and I knew exactly what to do. I knew exactly where to look and that sort of thing. And then I started with the little things and doing those kinds of things at the bottom. But yeah, I think this ends my year of planning in a beautiful way. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you taking your time to spend with me. If you are new to my channel, I would love, love, love for you to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys soon. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.